Hello, India. Okay, he's not going to talk, so that's okay. Everybody wants to hear me talk anyway. So welcome to Movie Community College. That's the professor, Jeremy, my husband. I'm Tish, the
I'm trying not to blink.
So we are here today to do a movie review for Sarkar.
Sarkar.
So this is basically the Bollywood version of The Godfather. I loved it. And it was just part one.
Why did you love it?
It's just part one.
Why? Was there somebody in there that you like?
Well, Big B was the main character.
So ridiculous.
So we had Big B, we had Junior Bachchan, we had Anupam Kher.
Who looks like our son's friend.
Yes, we had Junior Bachchan is.
Yes.
He looks like our son's friend.
Mm-hmm.
We had Katrina Kaif, we had KK Menon. There were other people, of course, but those are like the five names that I recognized right off the bat. The five people I recognized right off the bat.
This film is not a Bollywood top 100.
Nope, it's not, but
It's
it
a
was
good
still
movie.
very good.
And in the beginning of the film, he says that you know, a lot of directors were influenced by The Godfather, and this was his tribute to it.
Yes.
So I think probably what we'll do is we'll have you kind of talk a little bit about the storyline.
Okay.
And then I will talk about the comparisons to Godfather.
Okay, that's good. So basically it starts off where they're at...
Hold on a second. This will be my talking stick, so when I want to interject, I will hold up my talking stick so you know. Okay, go.
So they're at the palace, for lack of a better term, palatial spread. He's got quite a home, of Subhash, who is also known as Sarkar. They're at his home, and there's a man there who is basically telling him a story about his daughter who was raped by her childhood friend. And the courts didn't give them justice. The police basically laughed him off, said that his daughter was promiscuous.
Loose.
Yeah. And so he's looking for justice. And Sarkar is a well-known, what they refer to basically as like the parallel government. So he would be a mobster, but he doesn't go around hurting innocent people. Yes.
So in Godfather, Godfather opens up with Don Corleone in his little sitting room.
Played by Marlon Brando.
And a man is coming in to see him because he needs help with an issue. Very similar. Starts off very similar, that you see Don Corleone, who doesn't want to hurt innocent people. But he is a gangster. He is a mobster. He's involved in illegal activity to a point.
Right.
There are things that he doesn't like.
Just like Sarkar.
And he kind of holds court. So he will decide to do something for you. However, if he helps you, you cannot refuse him if he ever comes to you and says, I need this. You cannot say, I can't do this. I can't do this.
Now, we don't see anything similar to that in Sarkar. We don't see him saying, this is tit for tat.
Pro quo, right.
We don't see that at all, which I like. One of the things I also liked about this, as opposed to the Godfather films, is that much of the vengeance is implied, or it's not super gory. I like that, because you don't need to see all the gore.
It wasn't super gory in Godfather. It was not super gory in Godfather.
There were some super gory parts in Godfather. Yes, there were.
No, you think of something else.
No, I'm not. And I'm challenging you. I am challenging you.
Oh, it's on. You're going to challenge me, woman? In front of all of India?
Yes, I am. I am challenging you to watch those films and say that they are not more gory than the Sarkar films.
I will.
They are more gory.
Well, they're more, but they're not. They're not terrible.
But they are more gory.
Yeah,
yes,
they
are.
They're not, by today's standards, they're not gory.
Not by today's standards. This is true. But by my standards,
well,
they are more gory.
And
you know that. No, I'm not. Are they more gory than Sarkar?
Yes,
yes,
but not,
they are.
not to American
That's my
standards.
point.
Okay,
I don't care about American standards. I'm talking about comparing those films to the Sarkar films. I like that the Sarkar films are not as gory. Well, I'm assuming parts 2 and 3 won't be as gory either.
They're super gory.
You haven't seen them. So anyhow, so Big B gets vengeance for this man. He gets justice for this man in the most awesome way. He sends his crew out.
Yes, he does.
And they find this punk, and he's out with his buddies, And he's, all swaggy, like, oh, nobody can do anything.
He's a
to me.
Gabru.
Right. And they're basically thinking, we're young, you guys are old, we're going to beat you up. They have a dumbbell with them.
They start hitting him in the nutters.
And they say, don't hit him in the face, don't hit him in the head, because we want him to suffer, basically. We don't want him to die quickly. So they hit him in his tender parts right away.
And then they break his back.
They break his back, they break his legs. I mean, they do a number on this kid. He ain't raping anybody anymore, okay? He's not doing anything anymore. So he gets justice for this family. That's how the movie starts out. Okay, I have said this many times about Big B, that he can hold you with his eyes.
Less was more with him in this movie.
Was this a phenomenal performance?
Less was more. Less was more.
He didn't speak very often. No. He was just like, the look on this man's face.
He is what we call a master thespian.
Wow. Yes, I was so impressed. Now, Junior Bachchan was in this as well, playing his younger son. He's got two sons, KK Menon and Junior Bachchan. Yes?
Now, in Godfather, he had two sons.
Yes,
one was a complete screw-up.
Played by...
I don't remember who was in the original.
Wasn't it James Caan?
No, James Caan was the advisor.
One of the other,
he was like the advisor who died.
Okay. So we don't remember the younger son, but Al Pacino, or the older son was somebody else.
Michael Corleone was Al Pacino. And then there's the other one, and I think his...
No, Michael Corleone was Marlon Brando.
No, that was Don Corleone.
Oh, okay, my bad.
What are you doing, woman?
Finish.
I'm getting ready to send you
Al
into the kitchen.
Pacino.
This is what you're going to be doing.
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino was like
Junior
Little
Bachchan.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
So he was the younger of the sons.
And the son in Godfather was like Vishnu. Except Vishnu, I think, was a little more ambitious than the boy from Godfather. He was more of a retard. He was more like, he tried to do some things, but...
The son in the Godfather did. Right.
Yes, but he wasn't.
But KK Menon's character, wow, he was a jerk. Everything we've seen him
He looks like Frankenstein a little bit, doesn't he? He's got something going on with his head.
It looks
it's Frankenstein. Yeah. Maybe it's the hair.
Everything we've seen him in. Now, granted, we've only seen him in like 3 or 4 films.
Than
Nawazuddin Siddiqui.
Yes, he's more creepy. He plays a creepier role.
He always plays a jerk. We saw him in Hader. Now, he's a great actor.
Yeah,
he's a really good actor. But he always plays a jerk. Mm-hmm. So Hader, he was a jerk. The 2004 D-War, he was a jerk. And in this one, what a scumbag.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
He's totally, he's a bully to his wife and his kid. He pushes his mom around verbally. He's so dismissive of his brother. And then he basically decides, Dad is not doing the things that I want him to do because Dad isn't throwing in with all the other gangsters that are going to get drugs in town and whatnot.
Yes, because there were drugs coming in.
Right. And I want to make some more money, and Dad's not making us enough. I mean, in your palatial spread, you don't have enough? Yes?
Don Corleone did not want drugs either.
Right. And so KK Menon throws in with all these bad dudes, including the really corrupt Swami. Was he corrupt?
He was creepy, dude. That guy was master villain 101.
Goodness.
He was a creepy villain, dude.
Yeah.
He looked creepy.
Yeah.
He was like evil,
he was like
smart.
The mastermind behind all of it. Right.
Ooh, man.
So we find out that
he's probably the one behind all the negative comments on my page.
So we find out that Junior Bachchan has been away in America, and he has a girlfriend, and her dad is a businessman, and he says, an honest businessman, and he doesn't like Sarkar.
Yes, because he knows he's a mobster.
And so Junior Bachchan's girlfriend in this film is played by Katrina Kaif.
Yes.
I don't like her performance at all. I don't think she was
good in
actress.
Bang Bang. We should watch Bang Bang. I think you would enjoy that.
In this film, not very good.
Yeah, she was. I mean,
Junior Bachchan. This was one of his first films. I thought he did a phenomenal job. I thought he was just great. Yes.
The music, even though it was Indian, it was
good. What do you mean, even though it was Indian? What do you mean?
The soundtrack.
We couldn't understand it.
Yes, they were singing in Hindi.
Right, so we couldn't understand
were Indian instruments.
Our doorbell just rang.
Yes, I'll stall for time. You go peek through the people and see who it is.
No, you go do that. I will talk.
I really thought that the music was similar to The Godfather in tone. Like The Godfather used
it has
similar
music.
Yeah, it was very similar in the stylings. of
because
the music.
it paints a mood, basically.
Yes.
And so when you hear the music, you know kind of what's coming. So so Junior Bachchan, he knows what his dad does. Okay. He knows what his dad does, but he also knows his dad is a good guy, and he's there basically to help people. He doesn't hurt innocent people. So so we kind of see, you know, the interplay between Junior Bachchan and his girlfriend, and she doesn't really like what his dad does, but she likes Junior Bachchan. And so she's like, well, you know, I like you. And he's like, but if you're going to be with me, then you kind of have to be with the whole family. And so what we see through the rest of the film is the unfolding of this nefarious plot that has K.K. Menon and the corrupt Swami and some corrupt politicians and some, you know, drug lords from Dubai and all this. And at one point, very briefly, too briefly, we see Anupam Kher. And he basically is at this event where...
And he's a Gandhi-like political figure, like beloved by everybody.
Right. And he doesn't like Sarkar. And so he makes some public comments about Sarkar. And
well, the evil Swami said, well, you just can't go kill this guy. You got to kill
kill the idea of him,
the ideology of him first.
Right.
You kill him first, then kill the man.
That's what they start off to do. And the way that they do it is they assassinate Anupam Kher.
Yes, after he comes out.
After he has said these things about Sarkar.
So it looks like
Sarkar's men went and did it. But Sarkar at home is telling people, no, he's a good man, and we need men like this.
Yes.
And then he gets killed. And so K.K. Menon is like, well, everybody's saying you did it. And Sarkar, of course, is disturbed by this. And Junior Bachchan says, I don't think you did it. He knows that he didn't do it. So the rest of the film is the unfolding of this plot.
Yes.
And Sarkar gets arrested. And Junior Bachchan and Sarkar's main advisor we got to go to, remember the one corrupt guy, Silver Mani? Yes. We got to go to him.
Hey, my business is like the North, my style is like the South.
Right. Well, it turns out he's in on the whole plot to get rid of Sarkar because they want all these drugs and they want money and they want to be the big baddies. They want to be in control. And so then you see Junior Bachchan taking on the head role because Dad basically can't. There's an assassination attempt on him while he's in prison. He gets out. Yes?
In Godfather, we saw very much the same thing. Don Corleone passes. The bad son starts pulling some things. Michael Corleone steps up. He takes care of business. He wasn't meant to be in the business, but he gets pulled into the business.
Right.
And he has everybody killed. Michael Corleone has everybody killed. He waits until the death of his mother before he kills his brother, and then he does it. Not going to happen in Sarkar because Mom was, like, younger than the kids. She was a young woman.
She was pretty young. So obviously, Junior Bachchan does not wait until Mom is dead. He starts exacting revenge, starts getting rid of all the major players. I don't think he had the Swami killed, though.
No, he didn't. They turned him over. They turned him over to CBI.
They didn't. Well, he cooperated with. Cooperated with CBI. The man who was turned over to CBI was the big politician.
Head. Yes.
Okay. And so, in any case, we see all of these people dying. The drug dude from Dubai, who was going to have Junior Bachchan killed, Junior Bachchan shows up on that ship.
Yeah.
And he's like, I didn't have to be here, but I wanted the enjoyment. They wrap up his ankles with a chain. They weight him down. They just boom.
And that was a total
pull him overboard.
That was a total Godfather move because there's a whole long up where Junior is like, getting the guy straightening up his tie and
his
cleaning
collar,
his glasses and getting him all ready, and then they just throw him overboard.
Except in this, they didn't throw him overboard. They yanked him backwards overboard.
Yes.
So he didn't even see it coming. He knew it was going to come, but he didn't see it. So in any case, KK Menon, he had been told by Sarkar, out of my house, don't ever come back. And then he says to his wife and kid, come on. And he's like, no, they're staying here, which was great because he was such a bully with them, and he was always kind of lording it over his wife that the only reason she was there was because of him. And so in any case, they get to stay. That is, the wife and his son get to stay. And he has to leave. And Big B basically tells him, I don't ever want to see you again. Well, he realizes he's got to go kill his dad. And so he makes his way back in, and I'm going to tell you about this assassination plot against you. And so they believe him. But now Junior Bachchan knows, no, he's actually here to do harm.
You know how he
Dad.
knows? You know how he knows?
Because he's smart.
Because he read the script. He's like, oh.
So Big B is in his bed, and he's sleeping.
It's so ridiculous.
And he's just sleeping, and here comes KK with a gun. And Junior Bachchan comes to the rescue and gets the gun away from him and gets him down, and he's just kicking him, and his mom's like, what did he do? What did he do? Look at the gun on the floor, lady.
Yeah,
what do you mean, what did he do?
She didn't see it.
And so then Big B knows what happens, and so eventually, though we don't see it, Junior Bachchan kills his brother.
Yes. And it sets up for a sequel.
It sets up for the sequel.
It was very
at
good
the end.
at the
Hold
end.
on. Hey, I have the talking stick here. You're not holding the talking stick. It sets up at the end where you see a woman coming to present her case, but not to Big B. She's presenting it to Junior Bachchan. So he is the new Sarkar.
Favorite character in the film?
The original Sarkar. Big B. Come on now.
I liked his iron hand.
He was really good. Yeah.
Dark-skinned
his
Indian
right-hand
dude.
man.
Dude, I love that guy. That guy was
good.
awesome. I
His
gotta
lieutenant.
find more films of him because he played it well.
But then they had the other guy that had the glasses.
Yes,
that helped Junior escape, and
that
then
was
he
like
got
James
killed.
Caan's character.
I was really sad
Right.
when he got killed. I liked him. He had a good conscience. He was a good advisor. Yeah.
Not a Bollywood Top 100.
No, but
But
still,
a must-see.
I would still give it an
I don't
A.
think you can be, especially being American, doing reaction videos. I don't think you can sit here with a straight face and not watch this.
You have to watch it.
This
It's
is
a
pretty.
classic.
This is a pretty important film in India.
Yeah,
it's a
it was
pretty.
great.
It's based on a very important film here in America.
What grade would you give it? Final grade. It's an A.
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a small A. Like
Okay,
A
it's still
minus.
an A.
I'll say A minus.
Okay.
A minus.
So, India, if you haven't watched it, go watch it.
Shame on you.
No shame.
Shame on you.
We don't name, blame, or shame. Okay? But go watch this film.
Peace out, yo!
Bye.